Hello, Warhawk fans. Aaron Buttonoff, play-by-play voice for the Willmar WarHawks, here with the head coach, Coach Olimb. And Coach, hey, we're back to hockey. You're back after the COVID break. You've had 4 games since then, 3-1 so far. But let's start off with the first one out of the break, because when you and I have been talking, there's been those tests as you go along. First game was Alexandria. You passed that test, and the test there was how are the guys going to come out? How much shape are they going to be in after those 2 weeks of practice?
No, we came out good start, really good start. I think we got up 3-0 in that first game against Alexandria. Like I said, I think to you or a different interviewer that was actually fairly happy with the way the guys came back after break. They seem to be in pretty decent shape. So I think guys were working hard at home, doing what they can. We sent them workout programs and then encouraged them to do whatever they could to stay active. So pretty happy with that, and just the overall attitude and effort has been great all year, really, and then it continued to get better and better. The kids are having a lot of fun. They're working hard, having a lot of fun. Came back and jumped out right away to that early lead, and the boys were humming, and we had a lot of fun with it, and got that 5-2 win, I believe it was, right?
Yep.
5-2 that first one. We thought it was a great win, great team win, and then we carried that over, to the games going forward.
And speaking of that, the next test was something you and I have talked about in interviews all the way through is we've beaten Alexandria, we've beaten New Ulm, we haven't beaten North Iowa or Granite City. Well, the next test was Granite City, and 3 goals in the first period again.
Yep. I was trying to kind of lead you into that question. I was just going to roll right into the Granite City game and start talking, and I'm like, he probably wants to ask a question to be able to talk a little bit. So, it was a good one. It was really fun. That's my first win against Granite City as a coach of the WarHawks, and I think only the second win against Granite in the history of the franchise. Second or third. Definitely by the widest margin. 6-1. Again, came out flying, got up 3-0 in the first. And then, they battled back like we knew they would. They were a great team over there. But we weathered the storm, got through the second, and then ended up with a 6-1 victory. So, and then in the third period, we were having a lot of fun, and we kind of took it to them. So that was great. We popped a couple goals, had some really beautiful goals by a lot of different guys stepping up and contributing all over the ice. Solid defensively, solid in net. Will Pinney and Lucas Haugen. Pinney played that Granite City game, had a great game. Haugen had a great one against Alexandria the night before. So goaltending's been huge for us. And guys working hard, having fun, and taking advantage of opportunities.
And then with the way the schedule's working out because of the pause and some extra games in there, you're going to play a lot of games in bunches. Well, that's what we had again. We had one Friday, one Saturday, and then turn around and go to Alexandria on Wednesday.
Yeah, it was a nice little weekday game, which I kind of liked. Break up the week a little bit. So we got to do a shootout on Tuesday then, and then have another shootout on Friday, which is always fun. I didn't lose either one, so that was good too. Alexandria game was solid. We again came out, I think got another 3-0 lead.
Yep.
So 3 games with 3-0 leads in the first is pretty nice. And then we sort of laid off the gas, I thought, a little bit, unfortunately. The boys, we tried to keep them going, but I think they started feeling a little bit too good about themselves, if I'm going to be honest with you. But still, we won that game. What was the final score? 6-1. We had back-to-back 6-1 games. So that was good too. But we want to keep, building good habits because we knew, we'd have a big test coming up against North Iowa. So that big 6-1 win in Alexandria though was nice, and we look to replicate those couple of victories against Alexandria coming up here on Friday.
And it was a big test against North Iowa. That's another one that you had to, another game in a bunch. Just a couple of short days before another game, go down to North Iowa and play. Well, right now the top team in the division, one of the better teams in the league in North Iowa. A 5-3 loss, but that's what we like to call a 4-3 with an empty netter. You're in that game and probably got the better of North Iowa for a lot of that game.
Yeah, I really liked the start that we had. I think first 7 minutes of the game, we had a lot of chances. We could have buried, and I think that might have been the difference in those last 3 where we got up 3-0 in the first. We were burying our chances. This time we had a great start to the game. We were buzzing and didn't bury, and then that ended up costing us. They popped one. That was a tough balance off I think somebody's arm. It was going wide, short side, shot from the point, and then it bounced and went far bottom corner on Will. Not really much of a chance there. Through a screen, tough pop. But then battled back, tied it up. And then 2-1 after 2. Then got down 4-1, and we showed a lot of resiliency coming back on that. So made it 4-2, made it 4-3, and had some great looks to make it 4-4 with the goalie pulled. And it was one of those nights where the effort was there, but the puck wasn't bouncing our way, and we were fanning on passes, fanning on shots, getting shots blocked. You know, just not losing enough or not winning enough one-on-one battles. We were bad in the face-off circle. They were like 58% to us, just 42. So little details here or there that made the difference. But you got to just take your hat off to North Iowa too. They're a great team, tremendous team. But you know, we outshot them 30-29 and lost by a goal. Their empty netter was banked off the glass and somehow found the net. So I mean, what are the odds of that? It was just one of those nights. So yeah, it was a tough loss, but a lot to build on and learn from.
It shows where you've taken this team and where this culture and this organization has gone to, a culture of winning. And the guys on the ice have the skill, they have the talent. Obviously with you and Coach Connor White, the coaching is there, and everything seems to start to click here a little bit, isn't it?
Well, thank you for saying that. You know, I'm sure there's other people that feel differently or have their thoughts, but yeah, we were working hard. We're working hard, and that's all you can do at the end of the day. And the boys are working hard. Connor and I are working hard, trying to put the best team we can possible and develop as many players as we can and get everybody, you know, just having fun. It's hockey, it's fun. And, you know, these guys are here, and it seems like they're having fun. Whether they're playing every game, playing power play, playing penalty kill, or not playing and just playing in practice and battling and working and hopefully getting a shot here or there. We talk to all the guys and have one-on-one meetings and communicate with them as much as possible what's going on. And there's guys here that aren't even really getting to play that we've tried to say, hey, we'll find you a good spot elsewhere, you know, where you can play, and they'd rather stay here and battle and practice, and it's because they're having fun. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's what hockey's about. It's a game. It's having fun, and I think they're developing a lot in practice. I really do. So for those guys that are planning to come back next year, it's been huge. But yeah, you know, we have a good culture. We really like the group that we have, the culture that we've been able to build, and you know, at the end of the day, it's the players out there doing it, but they're good kids, and you know, they wouldn't be here still if they weren't good kids. We've tried to make that a point of emphasis, and you know, I know some years past WarHawks hockey, the people that have been around it, they have some different things to say, but hopefully the years of the past won't be held against us here for too much longer, because yeah, we've sure worked hard to right the ship, and we're excited about the direction we're going.
That direction is obviously going up. We got a couple more games this weekend. Friday night, Saturday night, both of them at home. Alexandria and New Ulm. 2 games that, frankly, we need. I know we're sitting in second place right now, points-wise, tied with Granite City, but they got games in hand. Alexandria's got games in hand. So does New Ulm. Every game is important, and every point is important going forward.
Yeah, we had Alexandria and New Ulm this weekend, and then we followed up with another Alexandria and New Ulm. So, you know, on paper, we're looking at those games and being like, we want to and expect to win those games if we play as well as we can. So that's the goal, and it would be absolutely huge. Because yeah, every point in this division is vital. That's why it was too bad the other night Alexandria beat New Ulm in overtime, because you hate when those extra points are getting handed out. So, you know, Alex got the 2 and New Ulm got the 1. It'd be nice to just have regulation wins and losses for those other opponents. But like we talked about, we just got to take care of our business. If we take care of our business and beat the teams, you know, win our games, we're going to be in a pretty good spot. And you know, top 4 teams make playoffs. So obviously you want to get that number 1 seed, but any 1, 2, 3, or 4, you know, we like our chances going into playoffs in a best-of-3 series. And
the roster continues to change, and that roster continues to change because everybody else's rosters are changing from teams in a 3HL to teams at the next levels up. Everybody's getting things set down the stretch, and you're going to have to do the same thing as well. But you can't turn a player away if he's a good hockey player a lot of times.
Well, I mean, you can, and we have.
Yes.
Believe it or not, it's just amazing the number of displaced hockey players that are out there that are really good players and really good kids, come from good programs that, you know, tried out here, tried out there, thought they were going to be here this year, thought they were going to be there. Never in a million years imagined they'd be playing NA3. You know, especially in Willmar after how things went the last few years here. But now it's become a spot where guys are willing to go, and it's a destination. And Coach White and I have guys calling us now, and we have to tell them we're full, or else have to tell them that maybe, or you know, we'll think about it. And we've been extremely picky and selective on who's come in. And if you've noticed, the guys that have come in have been pretty good. It's not just a fluke. We're not taking just anybody off the street because they're willing to pay some money. It's really not about the money at all. I mean, we're trying to develop, you know, the best players we can, and all the players we have here, try to develop them, but try to build a quality championship level team. But yeah, it weighs on me. It's tough. To be perfectly honest, it's really tough. I wake up at 4 in the morning thinking about it. You know, where's this guy going to go? Where's this guy going to go? And you know, Is he going to be in the lineup? Is he not? With this guy, and what can they do? So it's tough here, but we're doing the best we can under really difficult circumstances because everybody, like you said, every league has a ton of guys. Guys are displaced all over the place. USHL, kids are coming from major junior in Canada now and taking USHL guys' spots, and they're going to the North American League, and those guys are coming to us. For example, Hunter Bjorby played a full season at Minot last year as a defenseman. Tremendous player. He's a 20-year-old, 17 points in 43 games as a D-man, and he started out the year in Minot, then went to St. Cloud with the Norsemen. Now he's here playing for the WarHawks. That kid was thinking he was going to be a Division I hockey player up until a couple weeks ago, and now he's here playing NA3, and we'll look at Division III options. But that's just how it is. So it's tough, and I understand people's frustration at times on things, and there's a lot of articles and people commenting and social media and everything on that. But we're just going to do the best we can to try to help out as many kids as possible and put them in positions to succeed on the ice and off and in life going forward. So we'll keep grinding here, but it's fun to win too. It's easier to have these kind of talks when coming off a big weekend to win. So hopefully we start winning here going forward with Alexandria New Ulm. It'd be fun to get 4 in a row.
Speaking of which, we got 2 home games. Tickets will go on sale soon. Should be in the next couple of days. Keep watching our social media, Twitter, Facebook, and our website at WillmarWarHawks.com. Tickets will be on sale. We'll get 150 people in here and 150 very loud people for what should be a couple of very good hockey games against Alexandria Friday and New Ulm on Saturday. Hockey's back. We're on a roll.